And then I met Bhante Dharmawara, a Cambodian Buddhist monk named Bhante Dharmawara. And after a year of agonizing whether I should stay with the wagon train, stay with the NIH, or follow him, literally the day that I decided to follow him and close the door on NIH, not knowing what would be with him, but casting my lot specifically with Bhante Dharmawara. I walked into our 2-bedroom bachelor apartment and he looked at me and he said, "Has your heart settled?" Well, it had, after a year of agonizing back and forth, back and forth. Okay. How did he know that my heart had settled? I just walked in. He saw things that I didn't see. He knew things that I didn't know. I wanted to know how he did what he did and why he did what he did. He was most famous for green light meditation. So if you've heard of green light meditation, that's Bhante Dharmawara.
No, I haven't. Could you tell us a little bit about green light meditation without going too far off track?
No. This is very important. You use a specific bulb, par 38 dichro green. Green is harmonizing. Green is the middle of the visual spectrum. Green is ad lib. You can use it as much as you want, but at least 20 minutes twice a day. 20 minutes turns out to be important. I won't go into why, but if you look at traditional Chinese medicine or acupuncture or Ayurveda, or 20 minutes. Longer is okay, but 20 minutes is sufficient. So 20 minutes twice a day of par 38 dichro green bulbs. Now these are 150 watt. These get hot. They should be at a distance that is comfortable, about 4 feet. It should be comfortably warm. It shouldn't be hot. It's not about intensity. And this is an important point. It turns out there is a level of your retina, your eye, that is wired to the pineal gland, which controls you. It's the mistress of the master gland. The pineal gland controls the pituitary that sends all sorts of messages to your body. So using the green dichromatic light, you harmonize the pineal gland. That's the short story.
Okay.
But it must be dichro, D-I-C-H-R-O, dichro, dichromatic.
Must be dichro.
These were bulbs that were produced for theater where they needed perfect chroma.
Okay.
And Bhante figured out that they were also therapeutic.
And forgive my ignorance here. Now that's totally different from the light spectrum we get from perhaps walking in the forest or the woods and having the green reflective light, or it's trying to mirror that.
This is trying to mirror that.
Okay.
If you walk in a mature woods under a green canopy, your eye will receive the same frequencies that this bulb produces. But most of us don't have access to a forest.
Exactly.
So we need to have something inside a built environment that can still emulate what you would like to have, which is where I live. I happen to live in a forest by choice, but I still use the green bulb.
Okay. So this is a remedy to the modern way of living, where we're living in cities and we're detracted from that original way of life where we were either living with nature or living in forests, and we would have had that by default. We would have had that pituitary gland reset by default. But now we're so detached, you're saying that we need to integrate that somehow. And the way to do this is through that green light meditation.
Very well said and very true. All you have to do is do it. Knowing that it is possible is one thing. Actually doing it will confirm the result. But what you said, I don't have to repeat what you said. What you said is the purpose of the green light. There's more to it, of course. There's more detail and more weeds that we could get into, but sufficient to know what bulb to get and how to use it.